So everybody wants to be like Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. Both of those guys reached a level of greatness that it's rare to see. But the fact of the matter is, you'll never reach greatness. I know that's what you say you want, and it's wild because you're not lazy, nor do you lack talent. Honestly, the reason you'll never reach that level of greatness is because you're always available and you're never focused. You're showing up for everybody except yourself. You're answering every call while ignoring your own purpose. And the weird part, you think being available makes you dependable, but really, it makes you look like a loser. Fact of the matter is, being too accessible is quietly destroying your potential, and you need to learn how to protect your energy like your future depends on it, because it truly does. See, we live in an era where everyone feels entitled to your time. Don't answer a text in 5 minutes, you're acting funny. Miss a function, now you're fake. Try to take a step back for yourself, suddenly you're moving different. But greatness requires distance. You need time to think, time to build, time to move in silence. And you know that, yet you're always plugged into everyone else's business, good or bad. I don't even know how you expect to ever get quiet enough to hear your own calling. Accessibility only breeds distractions. Distractions kill momentum. And without momentum, greatness dies in the idea phase. And that's something that Kobe and MJ both knew. They knew that if they were too accessible, they would never reach their greatness. They knew that if they put their focus into everyone except their craft, they would never reach the level that they reached. You have to understand, every yes has a cost. When you say yes to a phone call that turns into an hour-long vent session, you're saying no to writing that script, no to building your brand, no to going deeper on a thing that's been whispering your name for weeks. When you say yes to people who constantly drain you, you're saying no to the energy you need to execute. You think you're being a good friend, but really, you're being a bad architect, bro. You're helping them build peace while neglecting your own blueprint. And if we're going to be completely honest, sometimes the version of you that people love the most is the version that keeps shrinking so they can stay comfortable. That version might be likable. It might be easy to be around, but it'll never be legendary. Now, I'm not telling you to ghost everyone. I'm telling you to set terms. Access should be earned, not expected. And the more you grow, the more expensive your presence becomes. You see, the most dangerous person is the one who's always available, but never present. Yeah, you're at the party, but your mind is spinning about tomorrow. You're on the phone, but you're irritated the whole time. You're alive, but you're not building anything that'll outlive you. That's not presence. That's performance. And if you're always performing, when do you expect to evolve? So, how do you pull back without feeling like you're cutting everyone off? Here's 4 things that you can do. 1, set time blocks. Set hours where you're off limits. These hours are when you're in focus mode. That's when the real motion happens. 2nd, Respond later. Do it on purpose. You're not being rude. You're prioritizing. Let them make the adjustments. And if they don't, hell, just consider that feedback. Third, build in silence. Stop explaining the grind and let your output talk. You don't owe updates to people who aren't building with you anyway. And fourth, audit your circle. Figure out who gets access and why. Your energy is your currency. Don't go broke trying to keep people emotionally rich. When you do this, you'll notice everything changes. Your clarity improves, your creativity grows, and your presence starts to feel rare because it is. Now, if greatness is your goal, then accessibility has to be controlled. You can't be the therapist, the motivator, the babysitter, and the empire builder. Not all at once. Not if you want to build something that actually lasts. This season requires silence. It requires selfishness with your time, but selfless focus on your vision. So set boundaries, choose depth over constant connection, and stop giving VIP access to people who wouldn't even buy a ticket to your success. The fact is, if you want to reach greatness, you have to stop being so accessible. Once you fix that, watch what happens. This is motion over noise, quiet grind, loud results. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.